Psychology of people who don't share their lives on social media. It started with a sentence that wasn't even said loudly. I don't think he was really there. No one reacted when it was said. The music was still playing softly in the background. Glasses were still clinking, and conversations were still weaving in and out across the table. But something about that sentence stayed. Not because of how it sounded, but because of how true it felt. It was a birthday dinner. Nothing extravagant. Just 12 people, a reserved table at a restaurant, warm lighting. The kind that makes everything feel a little softer than it really is. The kind of night that doesn't need to be special to become meaningful. The kind of night people remember not because of what happened, but because of how it felt. And yet, for one person at that table, it wasn't really happening at all. He had more than 8,000 followers. Not famous, not an influencer in the traditional sense, but enough of an audience to feel watched. Enough to feel like every moment had potential. Before the dinner even started, he had already turned it into something else. A countdown on his story. A preview. A hint that something was coming. By the time he arrived, the night wasn't an experience anymore. It was content waiting to be captured. And when the food came out, he didn't just see food. He saw angles, lighting, framing. He lifted his phone before he lifted his fork. Adjusted the plate slightly. Tilted his wrist just enough to catch the glow of the candle. Took one shot. Then another. Then checked it. Not for himself, but for the invisible audience that wasn't even there. Every few minutes, he glanced down again. Not because someone texted him, but because he needed to know who had seen what he'd already posted. Who reacted? Who didn't? Whether it was landing the way he wanted it to. And slowly, almost imperceptibly, he disappeared from the table, not physically. He was still sitting there. Still nodding, still occasionally smiling at the right moments. But a part of him was elsewhere, split between the present moment and the version of it he was constructing for others to consume, at the same table. Just a few seats away, there was someone else. No phone. Not on the table. Not in his hand. Not even face down like most people do to pretend they're not going to check it. He was just there fully when someone spoke. He listened like it mattered. When someone laughed,